Hey folks, it's 10:27 a.m. Friday, September 2nd, 2016. My buddy Will Fagan is talking with me. My energy's working in my brain. This is a little harder than normal. Anyway, I'll talk with them afterwards. I saw yesterday one of the early focal points of ARA is in a gentleman named Raj, and his last name begins with N, out in New Zealand. And he had just, I think he said it yesterday sometime, I couldn't get to it, but to the email. But he said there was a earthquake in New Zealand where he lives, a 7.1. So I stopped to look at it. I saw the energy behind it, and then I saw other stuff going on. And I said, that's cool. I said, trying to figure out who to talk to about it. And Deanna, Paul's asleep. Deanna's up. Burju has her children too, she takes care of. She's a mom. So, and I had to talk with Deanna anyway, so because we do so much together. And Deanna, like I said, she's really coming along. So we had a blast talking about this. When I really want to encourage you all to do this with each other. Say something you're seeing, but don't say everything. Leave something out that somebody would have to see on their own. And then have them look at it and see if they don't comment and say that same thing that you didn't say, and just see what you see with and for each other, for yourself, and then what you see together. Anyway, when you're working with people and they're learning how to trust themselves, that's a big thing, very important. Remember, it's not about you waking up as much as it is. It is about you. You waking up is very important, but it's not about you waking up. It's about us waking up. Okay. All right. Back to back to the nitty gritty. I told you things were going to start in the Pacific. February of 2015, I told you the animals were going to start leaving in large herds. That next month, over half the world's population of the sag antelope died. Last year, there was a ton of whales, all those fish, stuff dying everywhere. Now, fish themselves only have a single spirit core in them, the spirit of the planet. That's all they have inside them. They don't have a dual spirit core. Okay. Excuse me. So, but still, there's been all kinds of deaths going on in larger numbers, more than you see. The one with the whales, that was well over 300. You say, well, that's not much. For whales, that's huge. What was that gentleman that covered it? Dabot 007 or something? I don't know, something like that. DAHBOT maybe. All right, I'm being messed with. All right, just Lily saying something, and she's being pushy, but she has a point. Anyway, I told you the stuff was going to start soon in the Pacific. I'm late getting out of here, but what's in me, that's mostly outside of the body. has already started doing things. No, I'm not taking credit for this. This body is J. Essex, and part of me is locked inside. I had to go look at something to see if it's there or not. But anyway, I had a lot of people bringing it to my attention because they were seeing what I saw. When you go to remember something, you actually take your energy, your spirit, back in time to relook at it. Thanks for the little thing, Lily. I know people need to understand that. If you don't think you can do that, then go back to one of my videos about feeling stone energy, where I hold up stones and you look at it, relax. If you relax and float to that picture, you can feel the stone energy. Well, you're not just going over distance, because you were not in my house when I did it, but you're also going through time. You all need to understand who the hell you really are. You don't have to, but you need to. Okay? If you want to become all you are, if you want to wake up, you need to. Anyway, I told you that the earth was going to shake. I told you that, waves were going to be hitting. That stuff was going to be happening. And I also told you there would be a minimal amount of damage. I went to go look at what happened when Raj let me know about it by email, and I saw Ara's energy shaking the ground. And then, like I said, Deanna and I were talking about this. I was seeing prisoners down there, okay, in New Zealand, buried down a little bit on the eastern shore, down under the ground, actually, buried down in the ground there. Two-thirds or so, 3/5 or something of the way down the eastern side from the north-south and inland a bit, whatever, 25, 50 miles, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Underground, that's where the base was. And there was it was a small thing. It was mining. They were mining. They had prisoners down there. So what happened was 140. The earthquake shook it up. 143 people were taken out of there. 4 of them were jailers. 3 of them pretty important. They have a lot to pay for. The 4th jailer, he was there just he was going to be there and do that, or he and his family would have some serious issues. It's like loss of family. The Annunaki don't play, folks. The ones here on the planet, they run the planet. They've done it for just about 10 million years now, and they do it with brute force and fear and everything else. So anyway, now some of them, some of them got moved to Australia, and I'm not telling you where. And it's like a hub over there for them to be for a short time, and then beam out somewhere else. So they beamed into Australia. Then there's this I can already say, because the Annunaki's here, they know about it. There's a few different bases in the Andes Mountains. I even talked about this one time on video a while back. They had some of the, there was some kind of DNA scientist or something that had been freed and was being taken from the Pacific up over some mountains. And right before he got into the base, the guys, the doctor, the researcher, scientist, was recaptured. Bad news. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He'll be out real soon. Actually, there's already something happening there. It's already being done. Anyway, And then the rest of them were taken to a huge place. The ones that didn't get away, they were taken to, oh, for Pete's sake, Tanzania. They were taken in and around Tanzania, South Africa. It's on the border, I think, of North and South Africa. It's like a blotch with a line going through it. Anyway, North and South Africa. Whatever, it's right around there. But it is Tanzania. You can find it on a map. And that's a big prison hold right there. You will find something happening there, and those people will be taken out too. And it phone's making noise downstairs. They will be rescuing the majority of it. The Drachk were down there when this happened. They beamed the folks out and sent them to Australia. And then from Australia to the Andes, and then from the Andes off the planet into a ship, you know. So the moon is being solidified right now. The presence that's on there right now, the Serpatians, excuse me, the Serpatient are there, but so are Antids and more. The Drachk down here, they're keeping their main ships hidden. If they're in space, they don't mind showing themselves. They stay hidden. They'll shoot from subdimensional and attack something, but they're staying invisible for a good reason. Surprise, surprise. Folks, this stuff's just going to start happening more and more. It wasn't supposed to happen like this, but you know, when the other side's being run by a bunch of ninnies, there's no one. Everyone's having input. There's the blue team, the green team, the red team, the white team, the orange. There's all these different groups of source and other stuff over there trying to. Some of them really trying to help, don't know what they're doing. Some of them they're arrogant and want to take over. There's all kinds of stupidity going on over there. It won't settle down until Ara's got himself put together. Anyway, it will though soon. I'm trying to hurry up. Anyway, I guess that's it. There's something else I'm going to tell you about too. The shore of China, especially the eastern part, I mean the more eastern part where it softly slides up, that's going to get hit with a hard wave. They're going to get attacked for what they do to animals. Man, my ears ringing like all get out. That's weird. I gotta go. I got something. I got someone talking to me. Anyway, love you folks. Talk to you later. That was some Drachk friend, and I need to do a little something. But all the people. Prisoners that were taken out. I mean, the prisoners that were rescued, plus the four Annunaki representatives, jailers. They were put on a antid ship, a large cloaked antid ship, and it took off. And then pretty far away, it was. They were put on a Drachk freighter. And they're just being sent home. It's easy for me to work on people, but using large amounts of energy gets tiring. Anyway, love you folks. Have a good one.